We're in the state of year-round summer. It's the Miami Grand Prix, and we're here in Florida at the Miami International Autodrome. The streets of Miami Gardens will come alive with the roar of racing, and the excitement is only just beginning. Spectacle is the name of the game here in Miami, with a stadium at the heart of this track. With long straights and S-bends, not unlike Suzuka's Sector 1, proper ERS management is sure to give drivers an edge towards victory. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. Let the weekend begin! We return for the next day of our highly anticipated race weekend, which sees the end of practice and the start of qualifying. Time and time again, we see just how little separates the drivers as they complete their qualifying laps. Those who have pushed that little bit harder during qualifying can be rewarded with a grid place that sets them apart from their competitors going into the race. Hold on tight, because we're getting underway. Here we are, folks. We're back for another day of scintillating F1 action. It's race day.
Red Bull did well during qualifying this weekend. They're in a solid position to seize any opportunities as the race begins. We saw a reasonably good qualifying performance from Ferrari, and they certainly have a good chance to capitalize during the race. A sunny day here with only a few clouds in the sky. If things stay this way, the weather shouldn't pose any challenges to the teams.
57 laps await our competitors here in Miami, so may the best driver win. I don't want to tempt fate, but there are quite a few clouds overhead as we look at the lineup on the grid. Here's Red Bull. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. And here's the second Red Bull driver. With a top 10 position on the grid, this race could really go either way for them. The race start is mere seconds away. And this is it. The Miami Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go. A position gained for Alfa Romeo. That's a crash. Let's have a look. Okay, so there we have the Alpine. There's the crash. That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see. Let's take a closer look. We're just watching the Red Bull. Oh, a nasty crash there. The team are devastated. They'll be questioning just what happened out there.
Okay, so box.
In the pit.
Understood.
Let's see what happened there. Now look at this. It was the Alpha Tauri driver involved. And there we see the crash. Red Bull moved up. Let's take a look at the replay. We're just watching the Red Bull. Goodness me, there they go, moving ahead of the other driver. That was a big moment. The team are clearly delighted. Sounds like we've had a spin. We can take a look now. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. What a spin! No! And the team had such high hopes today. What a shame. It's chaos on the track. Here's the replay. Okay, here's the Ferrari. Oh no! And there's the crash. Mark my words, there'll be questions asked about that later. No! The team are really disappointed with that. Red Bull gained a place. Let's take a closer look. We're just watching the Red Bull. And they clear it. Big move for them and a race position gained. The team watching on and clearly loving that. We've had a crash. Let's have a look. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. That crash is terrible news for the team.
Copy.
Box.
I think that was a crash. Let's take a look at the replay. Now just focus on the Haas. Thank goodness nobody else was involved. That was a big crash. And a new position, just gained by Williams. Red Bull moved up. We can take a look now. We're just watching the Red Bull. And they get past, which moves them up a position. The driver's team there cheering them on. Red Bull gained a place. Let's see what happened there. We're just watching the Red Bull. Back in the garage, the team absolutely loved it. Let's take a closer look. We're just watching the Red Bull. A bold move indeed, and with that, they've gained a position. I think it's safe to say that went down well with the team.
Box and pick confirm, please. Box, pick confirm.
So box, box. Box, box. That was a purple lap.
Looks like quite a big accident, yeah.
Yeah, copy.
There's been a crash. Sounds like a single car. Here's the replay. Now just focus on the Haas. Dear me, they won't have been expecting that.
Cancel lift and coast for now. Lift and coast for now. Cancel lift lift and coast for now. Cancel, lift and coast for now.
Red Bull moved up. Look at that! They've run wide. Let's have a look. Now we see the Williams here. Going wide like that could cost them valuable time. Red Bull gained a place. That's a good overtake from Alpine.
Back off. That's the checkered flag.
Okay, that's the checkered flag.
Such phenomenal work from Red Bull's driver. And what a finish Red Bull had today.
Yes, there's definitely cause for celebration here. This team can take anything that's thrown at them and come through even stronger.
That's right, and they finished the race weekend in third place in the constructor standings.
Formula One will be back to Europe for the next round, on the shores of the Mediterranean, with some heated competition to look forward to in Spain.